Okay, I want to talk about with foliage and other complex objects like that, how to make a much cleaner, more interesting shape. Now, I see a lot of people when they're doing their initial sketches, when they're doing, designing, whether it's the ridge of a mountain or a foliage, they're like, here's kind of an example of it, doing this kind of thing. And it's really hard to know, where the shape stops and starts. And it's a very complex shape. What's a lot better to do is to imagine you put, you cover the foliage shape, and with more of kind of a boxy sort of thing. And you can see now it's much easier to see what that shape is. You see its size, its weight, and so then you can take other shapes next to it and make an assessment of this size between that size, and this size, and then now you can make an assessment on whether it's a good design or not. Now, if you're doing all really complex shapes, and then you're trying to make an assessment of design or whatever, it's much harder to make that assessment here than it is here. So also this, the cleaner shapes, instead of shapes that are like super complex like this, they're easier to comprehend and just make overall are much easier to read. Okay, so with this this painting, you can see what I've done is I've simplified a lot of these shapes where they are cleaner, instead of with the foliage doing too many little bumps and grooves. Just by kind of squaring them off a little bit, it's much cleaner design, and it's much easier to make assessments of size and weight as they go back in space. So not only with the foliage here, but also with the negative shapes, which would be these grassy areas in between these darker bushes. Okay, so that's one of the ways you can make stronger shapes.